In a small village called Umwoma in Africa, there was a woman named Mama Grace. She was a kind and hardworking woman who loved her only daughter, Grace, more than anything in the world. Grace was just 5 years old and a bright and cheerful girl with big, curious eyes. She loved to follow her mother everywhere, always asking questions and playing with whatever she found. One bright market day, Mama Grace woke up early to prepare. She needed to buy food, sell some vegetables, and meet her friends at the big village market. Grace, as usual, was excited to go with her. "Mama, I want to go with you," Grace said, pulling at her mother's wrapper. Mama Grace smiled and touched her daughter's head. "Okay, my child. But you must hold my hand and not run around, okay?" "Yes, Mama," Grace answered happily. They left their small mud house and walked to the market. The market was a very big place, full of people selling and buying things. Women shouted prices, men carried heavy loads, then children ran around playing. The air was filled with the smell of roasted corn, fried plantains, and fresh fruits. It was noisy, busy, and exciting. Mama Grace held Grace's hand tightly as they moved through the crowd. She bought yams, tomatoes, palm oil, and some dried fish. As she stopped at a stall to buy pepper, Ada saw something that caught her eye, a small, colorful toy bird hanging from a shop. "Mama, look. A bird." Grace pointed excitedly. Mama Ada was busy talking to the seller. "Hold on, Grace. Let me finish buying this pepper," she said. But Grace was too curious. She let go of her mother's hand and walked towards the toy bird. The market was so full of people that, within seconds, she disappeared into the crowd. When Mama Grace turned to talk to her daughter, Grace was gone. Her heart started beating fast. She looked around quickly. "Grace. Grace," she called, but there was no reply. She dropped her basket and ran through the market, shouting her daughter's name. "Grace. Where are you?" People noticed her panic and stopped to ask what was wrong. "My daughter is missing. Please help me find her," Mama Grace cried. The market women left their stalls to look around. The men also joined in the search. The village chief's messenger heard the news and told the town crier, who began to ring his bell and announce, "Grace, Mama Grace's daughter, is missing. Everyone should help find her." Mama Grace was crying and running everywhere. She imagined the worst, that maybe someone had taken her daughter, or that she was lost and scared. Meanwhile, little Grace had walked deeper into the market, following the toy bird. When she finally looked back, she could not see her mother. She suddenly felt afraid. "Mama," she whispered. She turned left and right, but everything looked the same. She saw strange faces, big baskets of food, and people walking fast. She began to cry. A kind old woman selling bananas saw Grace crying and came to her. "My child, what is wrong?" she asked gently. "I lost my mama," Grace sobbed. The old woman picked Grace up and took her to a high wooden stool so she could see over the crowd. "What is your mother's name?" she asked. "Mama Grace," the little girl replied, sniffing. At that moment, the town crier's voice rang through the market. "Grace, Mama Grace's daughter, is missing. Everyone should help find her." The old woman smiled. "Do not worry, my child. We will find your mother." She waved her hands and called out, "Mama Grace, your child is here." Mama Grace, who had been running around desperately, heard the voice. She turned and saw Grace sitting on the wooden stool. "Grace," she screamed, running towards her daughter. When Grace saw her mother, she jumped down and ran into her arms. "Mama." Mama Grace held her daughter tightly, crying tears of joy. "Oh, my child. I thought I lost you forever. I'm sorry, Mama. I saw the toy bird and forgot to hold your hand, Grace said, wiping her tears. Mama Grace kissed her daughter's forehead. It's okay, my love. Just promise me you will never leave my side again. I promise, Mama. The whole market cheered, clapping and smiling. The old woman gave Grace a small banana as a gift, and everyone was happy that the child was found. After thanking everyone, Mama Grace carried her daughter and walked home, holding her tightly. From that day on, she never let Ada wander off again, and Grace never forgot the lesson she learned to always stay close to her mother. And so, life in the village continued, with love, laughter, and the memory of the day Grace got lost in the big market but was found again. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and comment what did you learn especially.